everyone, welcome for a new episode of Startup People YouTube channel where we talk with entrepreneurs about their businesses, about business ideas and the story behind their brands. So I'm Marina, host of this channel. I'm producer and business advisor, and today I'm in very special, very bright, colorful Moroccan restaurant, Pita Babes Kitchen, and here's the owner, Uma. Thank you for welcoming me here today in your amazing Moroccan restaurant. And now we will talking about how it's happened in Bali, Moroccan cuisine.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for coming to Pita Babes and appreciating our concept. And also thank you for bringing all this amazing energy, this positive energy to the space. It's very inspiring, and I'm very happy when I see fellow female entrepreneurs, who are here to talk about other startups, maybe to inspire or to help other entrepreneurs. So basically, the idea of Pita Babes Kitchen came during just right after pandemic. To me, this is more as a fun project and as a passion project, as I have a background in architecture, real estate advisor and construction. So it's a very masculine, very hard, very physically, mentally demanding job. And I've always loved food. I've always been passionate about food. This is what I love the most. I love sharing my recipes with my friends. So this just came as an idea, through friends who were suggesting why not open a restaurant. So the idea behind Pita Babes Kitchen is bringing Moroccan street food, something that people are not really exposed to in this part of the world, and we simplified the recipe. So we was also bring a little bit of my home to Bali, because Bali is also home. So a little bit of home at home, and also making it a very light, very bright environment. It's really, this place is here to open your inner child, basically, where it's very bright, it's very vibrant. And also thanks to our team, to Hani and the rest, this is a place where we host a lot of events. So it's more than just a restaurant. It's a space for sharing, for meeting. As we say, Habibi. Habibi means darling, sayang in Arabic. So everybody comes here as Habibis, and I think that's it.
So this is a place you use as canvas for writing all these bright things, details. It's everything what your inner child will bring to this world. And tell me please, how it's difficult or easy switch from real estate architecture business to the restaurant? Because now it's being entrepreneur, it's first being entrepreneur, but switch for restaurant business and completely different sphere. What difficulties you struggled on this way, or maybe it will be easy for you, just switch and one restaurant?
Not at all, actually, not at all. The hardest issue is actually juggling between both. The biggest challenge in F&B is just you have to be constantly present, because unlike construction where you have to be there, but things take a slower pace, where here things are very fast. You have human resource management, so you have your staff to manage, you're very close with people, you have the customers that you have to manage, and you have to make them happy. And also, food is a responsibility. We are nourishing people, we are giving people power, so we have to be very responsible with what we serve. So basically, just to be involved in all aspects, and to me it was a learning experience, how to manage time, how to manage emotions, how to also change my way of being a leader, to be more slow pace, more human pace. So that was it for me. That was the challenge.
Okay, maybe some advice if someone want to open their first restaurant. This is your first restaurant?
This is my first restaurant.
So what you can recommend it, maybe 5 tips if someone want to change their job, or maybe open restaurant and strive for fun, anything, because you just recently passed this way, what you can suggest, exactly tips?
Okay, so I would say the first one to have a strong branding and marketing, because through social media, to Instagram, this is how we reach people. So strong branding, strong concept. The second one, which is very, very important in F&B, is that you need to have your costing on point. So you need to know, you need to be very smart with money management. So how much you're bringing in and how much you're taking out of the business. That is very smart. Number two is always staff, human resource. You have to invest in good staff. So these people, in good chefs, in good managers, in good waiters, and keep training them, that investment will bring you much more in return. I would say the fourth is like, when starting the business, always keep at least 6 months or more of budget that you have for everyday, everyday management or everyday overhead. Because as an F&B business, especially it's your first one, it's not a known brand, it's going to be hard to bring people in and to retain people, so you need to have that. And number fifth is just be consistent. Be consistent with your time, be consistent with your energy, be consistent with your quality. I would say these are the top 5.
Okay. Your restaurant, it's a restaurant or cafe or kitchen? How it's?
It's a restaurant.
Restaurant. It's around like 1.5 year, right?
Yes, we opened on October 20. We are 2022. Yes.
Okay, now it's the right question for you. You can, if you can tell, for how long time invest money, come back?
We were able to start breaking even in month 7.
7.
Yes.
After 7. Okay. Because it's every time I ask this question, because sometimes say it 3, sometimes say it's 6 months, some say okay, maybe like around here. Here on the island, as I check, 3 Moroccan restaurant. Your friends, your competitors, you help each other, or you just like stay opposite?
Okay, so the thing is that Pita Babes, we don't consider ourselves as a Moroccan restaurant, because as we call it, we are Moroccan inspired pizzas.
Oh, okay.
Because Moroccan cooking is just a very different.
So it's like Mediterranean.
We have a Mediterranean twist, and what we did actually is that we brought Moroccan recipes and we made them into pitas, into sandwiches. That Moroccan pita is called batbout. Because if you see our plate, we have not only 2 tagines here, but the tagines that we serve are more like a street food that you find in the small cafes, in the souk. So we don't bring the big authentic Moroccan cuisine, because it's a very complex cuisine. What we do is that we take Moroccan recipes and we bring them closer to people. So instead of someone seeing a very complicated dish, they try it in a pizza or in a wrap.
Okay.
So we
it's
make
more casual way.
Yes.
Oh, and all like you make like in general like Arabic food, something specialties from Morocco.
We can say that. Yeah. So we brought Moroccan recipes that we've put them into wraps, and we've also brought Middle Eastern recipes, like our best sellers, hummus, shawarma. And also what we've done is that we mix between Moroccan and Indonesian. Hence we have the Moroccan rendang. So rendang is a #1 famous food in Indonesia, and what we did is that we added saffron to it. Saffron is the center, it's one of the bases of Moroccan cooking, Moroccan cuisine. And what we did is that usually rendang is eaten with rice. We put it in a pita and we put it in a wrap. So I would say that we are not truly Moroccan. So that's why we are not in the same range as the other Moroccan restaurants.
So you're not competitors, you're friends.
I do not believe in competition, to be honest. I feel like the more Moroccan restaurants, Moroccan cafes or of the region will be here, actually it will bring more popularity to the food, and people will be more exposed to this food, and they will be more willing to
I
try
like
it.
your way of thinking.
I think
everything in positive way.
Of course, I believe this is the way. Let's say, for example, I know like here we have a lot of roastery coffees, specialty coffee. That's something that we not really have in Morocco, and I believe why it became so popular is that there are so many, like there are too many, so we recognize, we understand the quality, and it makes us want to go there, like then go to Starbucks or another place.
And come back to the stuff. I know that especially every cuisine have some specialities and some difficulties to cooking, and try to repeat same like closer taste like from your country. And it's always like struggling thing to find the same chef and cooks who can try to be like closer to the taste. How you manage to do it?
So I would say the way to do it is to make it as automatic, we can like automate it as possible, is that to be very, very intricate and very precise with the recipe. So for us, the recipe is like a Bible. It's like a Quran Bible. You don't change the recipe. It comes all the way from the ingredients, the brand of ingredients. We do not change the brand. So once we start with working with the brand of spice,
Brands like quality.
yes, and also so we make it very automized. That's we try to make
Strict
it
recipe.
very strict. That maybe someone who's never been to a kitchen, he will understand how to kind of manage
But
it.
still, like here last time I've been with my friends,
Yeah.
they are Arab and they try falafel, and I know there is like prepared in their unique style,
Yes,
and
yeah.
everyone will say, our culture, yeah, this is Morocco, but in ours, cuisine
Yeah.
is supposed to be like this.
That will always be a challenge. We cannot be perfect. We try to be as close as we can, but I would say the way to control it is just to be like very, very strict and not play with the recipes, not play with the ingredients. So if, let's say, a brand of spice changes from a supplier, we will not just continue with the recipe. We will do a test. A batch, even like something like cumin changes, we will do a new batch test and try if this cumin works or not. If it works, we will have to adjust also the quantity so that it does not affect the recipe.
But the first step, you bring the chef from Morocco, or
Our chef is Balinese.
okay,
Yes, so for my recipes, I did the training, and we were thankfully we had a really amazing consultant, a chef consultant. He was Artisan de France. He's a well-known chef. So he was basically able, because my cooking is home style cooking and kind of intuitive cooking. So he was able to help me to make it more restaurants appropriate. And this is, I think, one advice that we can give to people, like to entrepreneurs, that know what you can do and know what you cannot do. You need to know the things that you cannot do. You cannot learn them on the
everything
spot.
possible. The man is desirous, I always say.
Yes, we cannot. As much as we think we know everything, the things that we don't know, we need to know our limits and hire the people who will do it better for you and also teach you how to do it. That's a very, especially in F&B, it's a very important thing.
I check your reviews on Google. A lot of people post a lot of pictures because you create it like Instagrammable, very Instagrammable. So you want to take picture of every piece in your place because it's so bright, it's so colorful. Like their names, if it's like European names, they're like wow, 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 it's amazing. If I check it some like yes, I can understand some from Arab countries, they start complaining because as I said before, in yours, okay, how we prefer. And some of them was really like for me offended and really rude. You leave it, you don't delete it, and you just make so open with your customers to show your all pros and cons. So just one more. For every customer, you write their unique reply, so you don't copy paste. How you managed with negative?
I believe that most of the times every feedback it comes from a personal experience, and whoever took the time to write a review, let it be positive or I would say constructive. We don't believe in word negative. Constructive in their way to write a review. They also deserve from us the time to write and reply to them. And I feel like
so wise.
And I feel like I mean this is the way to have customer service. Customer service is very important, and I feel like a negative review for us is actually our reply, is a way to show the customers and to show whoever is checking our page that number one, we are open to criticism. Number two, we are open to change, to improve, and number three, sometimes we correct if you've mentioned there were some things that were actually not correct or did not happen. This is also a way to show ourselves. But I believe that positively replying to review, not arguing with the customer, is a way to bring more trust and having customers trust us more and come to us more.
Yeah, it's a very strong position from your side, and this honor, I was really like amazed. Wow. And it's like real, some negative or some fake.
We did very rarely, but we did have some instances when the customer was never there, or we'd solve through the POS system what happened. But as I said, for us, we have to reply in a gracious way. This is the way to show how we are and we value customers. I don't believe in replying like, oh, you were never there, or no, this did not happen. You finish when the staff asks you, you said the food was really good. No, this is, we should always detach personal from professional. And we should never take a negative review as something personal. This is towards a business, and we need to be able, as much as we are attached to our business, we need to be able to detach ourselves. So I would, maybe today we did not do well, I did not do well in the business. That does not mean that I am a bad person. That does not mean.
About your person.
It's not about
part
me.
of the business.
It's a part of the business and of the learning process.
Wow, it's very smart. Guys, I think you need to keep it in mind, because this is you help avoid stress and be good in your job. Just now what you do, and do as much as possible in a better way, and doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Sometimes happens, it's ups and downs in every business. It's just the way, enjoy the way. Even sometimes it make you cry.
Yes, there was a lot of tears here also, lots of tears, a lot of happy tears, a lot of tired tears, but it's a part of the process.
Yeah. So you not regret that you decided make some fun restaurant business, as you said it was fun.
Yes.
But now it became officially business.
In the end, a business is a business. As much as we want it to be fun, you have not only your investment that is there, especially when you invest your own money, it's your own equity. There is no running back. There's no, okay, I quit, you know, because you put your own investment, your own time and sweat, and also you have livelihoods. You have people who work for you. You have to be responsible for your staff and their families. So it's not that easy. It's life.
About the stuff, I know it's a very, very complicated, a difficult way to find the right person who will love work in your place, love you and respect as owner, and treat every customer as a family member. It's sometimes we have a lot of nice places where we won't come back because of food, but we don't want to come back because we feel uncomfortable there. It's like atmosphere, a vibe, but everything is in details. And even when I check your reviews, even if people don't like the food, they always buy 5 stars for atmosphere, for service, and from welcoming. So it was very like nice details. They say, okay, I don't like food, but everything other was excellent. Because sometimes if people disappointed with food, okay, they're like angry with everything. But here, so how high level of servicing here, so people make notes that service excellent. And even I remember, welcome, so warming. I feel like I knew these people like for many years. It's like I come back home. It was really like that. How you find these people? How you teach them to work in this way?
Thank you. I think I would say most of the credit will go to our manager. So our manager is very diligent when it comes to service, to training. So of course you train your staff to be diligent, to come back to ask you how the food is, and this is something that's constant training is thanks to our manager, who is. This is what I would say, even if you're a business owner, you're here in the restaurant every day, you need to have a manager who will be able to be close to the staff and deal with day by day. The second thing is that you need to have your team believe in you, in your concept and in the business. Whatever we do, we have to do it with love. And what our number one in here as a team is with integrity. When we show up to work, we are very proud. Once as a business owner or as a manager, as a leader, they show that you are proud in what you do. You are proud in your principles. You are honest. This gives values to the staff, that when they come to here to the restaurant, they do everything with love and they do it to integrity. So it has to be passed down all the way up. From, I would say, the owner or the manager and the director, it has to be passed out. You are the one who will be able to pass down these values.
You interview for hire people or manager interview people?
So the manager, the manager. I believe that management has to be the one who will do the hiring because they are the ones who are day by day. In the restaurant or in the business, so it has to be a team that works coherently, and they all
And responsible for any results what has happened here.
of course, because for someone to be able to reach this level of this job, they have an experience behind them, and the trust is earned. It's not given. So whoever joins your team and shows a brilliant outcome and good results, they deserve your trust. And we have, in any business, we have to be able to trust our team. And the moment you give your team or your managers more trust, you give them more power and more opportunity to do better.
So guys, you hear how everything works inside. It's so deeply like mindfulness work. It's not only numbers. Of course, numbers it's the must in any business, but plus so many works as personal and with trusting people and with love. Guys, I've been here a few times. Like, okay, I knew that place, I remember, but why I'm here today? Because like I see you everywhere. It's a lot of like hands with whom you communicate, and someone translate your idea, your business, show you like in a lot of reels, a lot of collaboration, a lot of marketing activities. So you like, for me, very great example of business development in marketing, in advertisement and collaboration. But even in Bali, Instagrammable place, that's enough. And stop. So people would like to come back for pictures, and that's okay. You look like person very brave who always said yes for any activities. After we will see how we will manage in any result, but I will say yes. Even for me, you said yes, even didn't know who I am, what's my channel, what I do. Yes. After we will decide. So how it's profitable, how it help increase your business, stay in range, make it more popular, and in balance, how much energy, money you spend for that, it's returns or no?
So the way we do our marketing and our advertising, we try to make it as organic as possible. So it's through communities mostly. So this is, I feel like, as any business, you need to have people who believe in your brand and who talk about you and who speak about you. So this is what we believe in. So most of many of the reels and collaborations actually came organically to influencers or people who saw our business and loved it, and they just spoke about it. So hence why we put a lot of effort in the experience in the restaurant itself. We do have one team member. Her name is Sinta, who is a great team member. So she's responsible of our socials.
Okay, it's like all marketing activities.
All marketing activities, our Instagram, our TripAdvisor. But just to tell you, in starting in any business, before even starting the business, we had a marketing strategy that was set up and ironed.
So it's not randomly.
It is not random. So our marketing strategy is we know where to go, when to go, when, who to talk to, and how to address them also. So these are something that we worked on while doing the branding. So even when we're reaching to a collaborator, we reach them in a different language than reaching to a company that we can collaborate there. So we try to understand the language and how to reach. We do use ads as Instagram ads, but we don't spend a lot. We keep it just as that pops us sometimes, and just brings mostly, we believe it brings mostly like brand awareness rather than direct customers.
Okay.
And we just leave all of that organically go. We believe a lot in Google. I would say SEO is very important.
Yes.
Google reviews are important for customers or mostly tourists who are coming in, because everybody search in Google what to eat, this and that. And because there is a big, we can say, expat or nomads community in Bali. So we work also a lot on community. So we do community events, community gatherings, and we also have our ambassadors basically who speak for us.
Yes, I saw you make like catering, so you expand your businesses. It's not like only this is sport, like eatery, you do catering, you have shop. It's not only like online delivery as we get used. You have exactly shop of your products, so you can come like shopping, shopping. Everyone said here in like Semyakut area. Whose was idea to make menu? It's like newspaper. It looks so cool, so freshly, and even in a digital format. This is pages. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, so I liked the idea of the hard copy of the menu because I felt like it's a newspaper, because this is also a novelty. Can we get many informations to talk about? And I was thinking, how can we translate all of our informations to our customers? So we thought about this as an introduction, just to explain, like we call it from Morocco to Bali. And this was quite good. It's like it's very easy to. It's like just news, you know, like
so bright,
flashing,
so many colors, and even you're not hungry, you will become hungry after
you
the
become
picture.
hungry. Yeah. So, and in here we talk also about our inclusivity, that we work with the some associations. We used to also, and they're coming on September again, young adults with Down syndrome, because we are a business about inclusivity. So we bring them and we give them an opportunity to have a job and to integrate the professional work. So so having a newspaper made sense to combine all this information.
It's amazing design. It's just amazing, and all these bright pictures you see. After you check it, same way in digital, you can scan it QR, but you see shakshuka. It's the most delicious shakshuka pictures I ever seen in my life.
You know, this comes to show that we are as children.
Yes, and this is, I very like this, as you see. Number one, literally by everyone. So who said it? When I said, okay, wow, this amazing detail. You know, it's the power in details. And in your place, a lot of details. Not only Instagrammable place for take pictures, all these bright spots, because it's really colorful. You feel like a child here sometimes, because you have games for table while you're waiting the food. Even when I was with my friend last time, like we are adult, but we play the game. Even we play the game. And I see this is cards with like prediction, like wise thoughts. It's always so nice. It's nothing. Can say it's very like cheap in production, but it brings a lot of memories. That is the best marketing idea for all the time as restaurant work, which bring you like a lot of positive reviews, customers, and as you as owner, you can see, wow, this is I will be repeat like few times.
Okay, I would say like, I think sometimes, but I would not really like recommend this. Like when you have, for some reason, you get featured by a quite well-known influencer or an actor. At that time, you have a surge of customers who, especially when we have from Middle East, we had Nora, who's quite a known influencer, who just ordered our food and she loved it and she made many stories. We had a surge of orders and people coming in, and also another influencer. So I would say influencers do have that power to bring a lot of traffic.
Yeah, exactly. Because even on Instagram, I see, okay, it works. And this is bring me, okay, I have to speak. I must do getting witnesses with the owner, because I'm really curious. This strategy behind. Yes, maybe it's first time when I speak even exactly with so powerful, because I feel this powerful from you as woman entrepreneur. It's really like vibration from you. This is you really know what you do. You know, this is business. Business is a business. It's money and everything like very, very in structure in your mind. Everything in order.
I believe that having structure is something that's also important in our life, and this is what I call discipline.
Discipline.
So discipline, with discipline comes like rigid structure, and of course we have ways, as you say, like of having like workshops or accepting and being flexible and the yin and yang, right? But to base any business or even our life, we have to be very structured and very disciplined, and we really have to know where to start and where we're gonna end, like the starting line and our trajectory. And I believe that if you want to start a business, as fun as it can be, you really need to have your guidelines. I will give you a very small example. Our Instagram, many people see on Instagram and like, oh, your Instagram is very fun, it's very attractive. But I did actually take a course on social media before for 6 weeks, and even our Instagram has guidelines, so we do know what to post and when to post. and what time to post
Content
that.
plan.
Yes, our content planning and what kind of like promotional posts. We have also like event posts, what's something that we call good vibes, good posts, and even we went all the way to the language that we use, what kind of intonation. So I believe that anything that we do, we have to do it with intention and
Because it's a
planning.
business, not with flow. It's not fun. It's not hobby anymore. When you spend money for growing and invest money, and your time is the most expensive
Yes,
than money, so you must be strict in details. How you combine your other businesses as architect and real estate, and now you're in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, you have a lot of projects. Singapore, right? No?
Yes, I am excited in my project.
Yeah, so a lot of project in a lot of countries and cities, and you're here like based in Bali, right?
Yes, yes.
How you can manage this everything?
I don't recommend it. You can never manage as much, but as I said before, it's like it's very important to know what to do and what you cannot do. The biggest investment once you start branching out any project and investment in people. Whatever you can delegate, you have to delegate it as well.
Delegation.
Yes, delegation, smart delegation. And I always have a rule of thumb, which is whoever can do 50% of your job is good, you keep them. So whatever just 50% of your job can do it, you can delegate it to them. And as I said before, we will come back to discipline. Having having structure, and having a vision is just what keeps you going in the long term.
But you don't afraid to lose control, because sometimes people too much delegate and so rely for their stuff. But we're all human.
Yes,
Sometimes
yes.
stuff work excellent, sometimes they not in good mood and became less productive.
We do lose control, especially if we are a little bit. This is a price to pay when we want to branch out a little bit everywhere. But just having a very like a timeline to know when to follow up your business, because usually I don't take let's say I don't take meetings on Monday and on Friday, because these are usually the days where I get in touch with my team or I get in touch with my business and I follow up everything. So it's and then I will do the same on Friday, let's say.
So checking by schedule.
Yes.
So you have special meetings with all your business areas.
Yes, yes.
Check how things.
Yes.
And after delegate some details which you as owner you can suggest to do.
Yes. So you just have to map up and schedule your time in where you know when you can check, and also you have to be in the right state of mind. So I say Monday is like a fresh day, so you can be very focused and check everything. Because I did have experiences where I just completely delegated my business, and out of trust, this is when emotions come, and this is from a learning experience that we have to separate emotions from pragmatic and from business. When you trust someone and you just let them do it, and it was a disappointment. And I'm pretty sure that even if someone would put their trust 100% in me, I will never take it, because I might disappoint them at some point.
And how behind all the job have you time for your life, or job is your life?
No, actually, job is not my life. As women, it's very important for us to flow and to be in touch with our feminine side. This is something that's very important, because men and women don't work the same. We go through 4 cycles of hormones, and so self-care is very important. Sometimes we need to know when to stop, what is urgent, what can wait, and what is not important. So it's all about mindfulness, that we have to be very mindful. Like, let's say if I start working like at 6 or like 7 a.m. after working out, the moment I finish at 5, that's it. I know that I finish at 5. And this is a new practice I do, is that on my schedule I make an appointment with myself that I put in my schedule, and I treat it as a meeting.
So same, everything in order. Even time for yourself in your schedule.
You have to schedule it. You have to
I'm
schedule it.
absolutely agree with you.
Otherwise, you will never be able to make it.
Even like lastly, I understand if I don't put breakfast in my schedule, sometimes in the evening I will, oops, I don't eat today.
yes. And I would say that's also why it's very important to be social and to surround ourselves with a healthy support system. and a healthy group of friends who inspire us, because having friends and being socials are the people who will pull you out and be like, oh, let's have a coffee, let's go for a dinner.
It's power in human, yeah.
Yes.
You don't know the exactly person you meet, how he can help you or inspire you, or teacher take a lesson.
Yes,
everything on the right way.
Yes, I agree.
So guys, I think it was very unique talk about restaurant from businesswoman, exactly from the big capital letter businesswoman.
Very small letter.
No. You can't imagine. I sit next to Uma, and this is vibration of very strong, powerful woman. I can feel it. Trust me. Please trust me. So, key success. Discipline
and consistency.
What anything you can suggest for the person who just work and like in office for someone and want to start be entrepreneur, work to themselves?
Okay. I think that's a very important question, because I also came from part-time, but I was also coming from corporate work. So the first thing I would say is that, as glamorous as it is to start your own business, to have that idea, I want to be an entrepreneur, don't directly jump 100% into being a business owner. Keep whatever job you can keep. Your 9 to 5, you make it a 9 to 12 or 5 times a week, you make it 3 times a week. Start partly in your business until you know that this business cannot evolve more, and then you have enough finances and enough cushion to then move ahead and go fully entrepreneur, because that will take so much stress from you. Because as entrepreneurs, and from my experience, the biggest stress we have that stops us from evolving is the financial stress. So don't make it a full job. Try to keep your job as much as you can.
Step by step. Just try, see how you feel, and go deeply with every step.
Yes.
When you will feel the ground that you can manage finally, and when you need start thinking about the team, when you can cover by yourself, and when you need to like hire people.
Well, I think these things come organically. It's very important to have counseling, because I would say the biggest investment is having a business coach. Hiring a business coach, I would say, is the number one person you have to hire when starting a business. And having a business coach will help you when they are, like, let's say, once a week or once in 2 weeks, even once a month. They will help you and they will guide you on when you have to branch out. And as I said, when you see that you're losing control, that you see that you can delegate some work, if I can see that I can delegate work just for me to have a good spa day, that is important, because you have to take care of yourself in the end. So this is when you need to start hiring. And if I can say one thing, never make money as your end goal. Make love as your end goal. Do everything that you do with love and passion, and money just follows. It just comes with the equation.
As bonus?
Yeah, as a very big bonus, but never make money your end goal. That is very important.
Yes, it's like suggestion for a lot of entrepreneurs with whom I'm talking, and this is my philosophy too. The first is love. If you don't love what you do, money can't cover it. Doesn't matter how much incoming in your business, you will be always stressful, you will be angry, you will be disappointed in every little details.
Yeah. I've listened to just a couple of days ago to a podcast by Oprah Winfrey, and she said the same thing. She said, if it was me, how do you know like this is what you do is beneficial? Because I will do it for free. Whatever I do, I am happy to do it for free, and I will take a second job just to pay for my bills, but I will do whatever I do for free as long as I can.